Hello everyone and welcome back to another Train Sim World roadmap update video. This is November 2023. And yeah, you can sort of see, well, if I just pop that there, you can sort of see it's all updated a little bit. You could probably see a few new things on there, which are quite exciting. So, let's just get into it. So, too long didn't read. Blackpool Ormskirk coming November 14th. A new route, so a new Swiss route for Train Sim 4. Rivet Games gameplay packs. A new partner, SimTrack Studios. Patches and updates. Winter Core. Okay, that's okay. Right, let's just. Where's the good stuff on here? Right, the Train Sim World roadmap. So, what is? Welcome to our second monthly roadmap since the release of Train Sim 4. Once again, thank you for letting us know about your rare adventures since the launch, sending through incredible photo mode masterpieces, planning the routes of your dreams using our PC editor, sending in crucial feedback, and of course, thank you for your patience as we've released our improvements. In this month's roadmap, we'll be revealing a brand new Swiss route from Rivet Games and new Rivet Games gameplay packs for the Bernina Line and the Edinburgh Glasgow, as well as discussing more for the upcoming Blackpool Ormskirk route from Just Trains, introducing more third-party partners, and talk much more in depth about related patches and just load of blubber. Right, let's see. Blackpool branches. So this is Blackpool, Preston, Ormskirk. That's our first add-on for Train Sim 4. Will be coming on November the 14th in just 1 week. Okay, right. And yeah, that's the new video by Just Trains. Where's the interesting stuff? You can also read more information about what's coming. Okay, yes. Right, a little interview with Just Trains. So, Benedict Cooper, 3D artist. My favourite part of the route is the section between Ormskirk and Preston, as it has an entirely different feeling compared to the rest of the route. It's nice driving along, seeing all the fields with the different crops, and I think it makes for some excellent screenshot opportunities with all of the farm crossings and bridges throughout, with the mill and other small industries dotted about. Really adds to the feeling of the area too. Then Alex Ford. So firstly, I must applaud the Just Trains development team for this fantastic creation. All the team are enthusiastic, dedicated and knowledgeable train enthusiasts, as well as very skilled artists. This is their first Train Sim project and they've absolutely nailed it right on the head. For me, it was amazing to see the route and trains grow as the development proceeded and screenshots were taken. Looking at some of these images, it really is hard to distinguish some of them from the real world. That's absolutely amazing. Canham Green. One of my favourite parts of the route is the section on the Blackpool South Line between Kirkham and Wesham and Moss Side, because I like the rural vibe and it mimics the feel of the rural route very closely. And there's some also very nice ambient sound to make it feel even more immersive. Thomas Harrison. The location that stands out the most for me is the iconic view that looks onto Preston itself from the Maudlands Viaduct. This location packs in so much into one scene. You of course have the viaduct itself as the centre part of the town of, and then the church of St Walburge dominating from above. Amongst all of that, then you have the hustle and bustle of everyday life which surrounds the area, ranging from the busy main road to quiet sleepy terrace roads to climb on the hillsides. I suppose this one stands out the most to myself, as it's the area that I'm most proud of on my scenery art creation with the project. No matter what time of day for me, this location is always worth the time, getting into photo mode and taking some shots. Bloody hell, it keeps going. Mackin Madro. You have to say that I love the whole of the Preston Blackpool Ormskirk route, but my favourite part, and close to my heart maybe because I had the pleasure to model most of its custom assets, is the Blackpool South branch. Not only because we have one of the biggest landmarks on the route, the Pleasure Beach Island with its famous rides, but because rising above Blackpool itself we can see the world famous Blackpool Tower, which you can just about see in that screenshot there, sort of poking out, and the roller coasters, and there's the Pacer of course down there. And then Mark Walker. My favourite part of the route undoubtedly is Blackpool North. The terminus provides a great deal of interest, and at certain times, notably late morning in the summer and late evening in the autumn, it really is a hive of activity. You'll see a variety of locos and trains arriving in the station. Blackpool North Station is overlooked by Blackpool Tower and Blackpool North number 2 signal box, which in itself is a nice place to sit and watch the movements. Cool, and there's going to be a preview in 2 days' time. Right, here we go. New route, the Bernina Line. Auspicio Bernina to Tirano by Rivet Games. Okay, right, let's see. Wrap up warm and make sure your photo mode cameras are fully charged, as our marketing coordinator James, working with Rivet Games, shares the very first details on the latest upcoming route, the Bernina Line. Set within some of the highest peaks of Switzerland, the RHB rail network connects vast expanses of remote and popular towns, villages and resorts within the country's canton of Graubünden, often bordered and overshadowed by the awe-inspiring World Heritage status Alps. They've got a screenshot there. The mountains are looking pretty cool. I mean, you can tell that is a work in progress. Yeah, from some of the things you can tell it's a work in progress. Starts with the Bernina Pass at an altitude of 2,253 metres. We joined the line at Auspicio, we call that Bernina, sat upon the bank of Lago Bianco. This alone ranks the Bernina Line among some of the highest railways in Europe, at the highest rail crossing passing place in Europe. And it's also become one of the world's steepest as we embark on our journey. Gradients as steep as 7% can be found. Impressive for a standard adhesion railway. And they've got another screenshot there. So it's that does look similar. That almost looks like the Erosa line there. The Bernina Line from Rivet Games will make the hairpin descent along the faces of the mountains and settle into the winding alpine valleys before making an arrival into the line's southern terminus of Tirano, which actually is in Italy. Italy's first little bit subtle appearance in Train Sim World. So there we go. But now we don't need any more comments saying we need an Italian route. Italy's now in the game. Picture postcard views await as Rivet Games have used LiDAR data and custom landscape materials to produce possibly the most stunning and accurate rendition of Swiss Alps possibly ever seen in a train simulator. As we see the breathtaking peaks along setting the scene, the unmissable Brazio spiral viaduct dominates the picture with its unique 360-degree loop of track, allowing for a dramatic change in railway altitude while not making any further progress towards the Italian border. And there it is there. Right up and round, you see it on all the TV programmes, and that does look pretty nice looking. The mountains aren't made out of jelly, for once. Seen running along southbound under the shadow of Pochchassavo's landscape is the RHB's versatile ABE 8212 something whatever EMU, 3 cars in length and capable of hauling both passenger and freight stock. The Allegra features full dual voltage capabilities with the 1000 DC operation of the Bernina Line and the 11 kilovolts AC on a Erosa line, all selectable to take the train on either route. Now that is good. Rivet's innovative announcer, as first seen at Edinburgh Glasgow, also returns here, but with the added ability of being fully automatic and making announcements in 3 different languages. Now that is very cool. So yeah, that's good. So you're going to be able to use this on the Erosa line. So this screenshot here might actually be... That could be the... No, because the mountains actually look decent there. Okay, maybe that's not the Erosa line. But it's good the fact we're going to be able to use this train on the Erosa line. That's sort of one of the DLCs we've been hoping for quite a long time on the Erosa line. From the valley views of Alp Grum to the magnificent lakeside views of Miralargo, the Bernina Line Tirano to Bernina from Rivet Games will offer all new meter gauge action soon in Train Sim World 4. Cool. That looks a bit jelly-like. Those mountains there look a bit work in progress. Maintalbahn, modern-day diesel adventures across the portside town of Aschaffenburg, Germany are quickly approaching. Last month we shared a range of screenshots for our upcoming Maintalbahn, and today we will be sharing more from our development teams, additional screenshots and a sneak peek into the Mastery Reward. As a short recap for those jumping on the Maintalbahn train, we've got a regional charm and the new DBBR 642 DMU, supported by again the BR 363 offering local shunt freight across the route. You'll be relaxing alongside the main river on this diesel Desiro Beauty, set in the modern day and layering in the red DBBR 628. Lovely, and the route will be priced at $24.99. So are they going back to sort of the old route prices? I wonder. Maybe they put it up to 30, and maybe they saw maybe a slight decrease in sales, as 30 sounds, well, 29.99, 30 quid sounds expensive, but 24.99, 25 quid sounds better. We spoke to Lucas, our senior technical producer, who's been working on the route, to share a little more on why we choose the main Taubahn as the next German route in Trenton World 4. And you can see some screenshots there, some sort of river there, and one there as well. Those windows are massive. Let's see. Lucas, we really wanted to bring another DMU into our German offering, but most diesel branch lines are pretty simple 1 train per hour deals. This route offers a more varied service pattern and quite a bit of industry. Despite being mostly single track, from a gameplay standpoint, it just made sense to pick this. And you can see the 363 there, looking really cool. Some tankers there on the back. One of the more unique features on this route is the mastery tile, where you can launch a ship from the shipyard. Wow. Let's see, Lucas, I've seen a ship launch from the shipyard in Ironbrack myself, so I really enjoy sitting at the bridge there and having a look. We look forward to showing you more details soon and expect to hear from us around the release date quite soon. Nice. Yeah, and there's that there. Lovely. Right, new Rivet Games gameplay packs. We can also announce 2 new packs being created by Rivet Games coming on November the 21st. Wow, 2 weeks. Bringing additional gameplay in the form of scenarios, new timetables, new deliveries, and rolling stock for both the Arosa line, new DLC, and also Edinburgh Glasgow as well. So RHB Arosa aggregates, gameplay pack. Rivet Games are bringing us back to the Swiss peaks with the all-new Swiss services, including a new Arosa line timetable, that's exciting, and 5 new scenarios to master. Pick up the RHB FAC aggregate wagon, as well as 2 new liveries for the RHB GE44, being the Hayako Tozen Railway and Nuba Albertunil. I'm guessing that one's, some sort of Japanese-inspired livery. Well, the Hayako Tozen Railway. Not sure about the other one, though. Okay, so some smart new liveries. The train always looks good in any livery, that one. GE44 and a new aggregate wagon as well, which looks very nice. I think that's what St. Peter Molinis. I think that's the one with the little siding. Engineering Express. Oh, hello. You'll be able to explore more gameplay on the Edinburgh Glasgow route, from engineering movements to daring drags. You'll find additional scenarios and additional timetable across Edinburgh Glasgow, and 2 new liveries for the Class 66, being Ocean Network Express and Direct Rail Services Blue. I wonder if DRS is licensed, but I mean, that's quite cool. What's that there? It looks a bit changed, actually. I don't know if they've altered the 66 in some way. I suppose we'll read down, and there goes one we can call. And it will feature, there we go, a new emergency adapter coupler for the 66 to drag 385s. And you'll also be able to pick up the YGBC cow wagon in both painted blue and unpainted grey liveries. And that's coming on the 21st. Lovely. And it's going to be priced at £9.99 and £9.99 on everything apart from PlayStation, where it's 50p less for some reason. Cool, well there we go, that's another thing from Rivet Games. But those headlights, they look a bit different, don't they? Maybe they are altered a bit. Let's see, new partner, introducing SimTrack Studios. Who on earth are SimTrack Studios? Let's have a read. It's always a delight to welcome another developer into the TSW partner program. All faces old and new are welcome. Whereas so far, Rivet, Skyhook and Just Trains, for example, are already established and published third-party parties for TSC. SimTrack Studios is a brand new venture, and who else better to introduce them than the team themselves? So, hi SimTrack, great to have you on board. Why don't you start telling us a little bit about yourselves and where else people may have heard of you? So, hi Dovetail Games. Simply put, people won't have heard of us as a developer before this, as this is our very first time we've worked together to develop something. You may recognise some familiar names in the community, but this is the first time we've worked as a team. We come from a variety of backgrounds, from working in the railway to being software developers. We are hoping this variety of skills will help us develop some great products. What is it that made you want to come together and form a brand new studio? Train to Mode does a great job at delivering a wide variety of experiences to players, but we wanted an opportunity to deliver some more specialised content for players to enjoy. At the time of our start-up, the public editor wasn't a thing, so we set out to get involved with the partner program. Collaboration is key to developing content as a team, and so aspiring developers out there can get an understanding. How would you describe working together despite being entirely remote and working in a constructive and collaborative way? Luckily, remote working has become increasingly easy, especially after the last few years. Certain areas are better, as it's much easier to search for information in a written conversation than it is to remember a verbal one. Learning the tools has been the hardest part, as you simply can't beat sitting next to someone and learning, but the progress made so far has been promising. We often suggest that developers cut their teeth on add-ons which they can deliver while also getting used to the entire process. What pack have you decided will be your first? Our first product will be the Regional Railways Liveries 323, alongside a set of scenarios that bring a splash of colour to the Midlands. We picked this as getting reference material was straightforward, alongside that Cross City is a popular route, and lots of players will be able to enjoy this. But actually, I don't think they have recently repainted a 323 to a classic livery. But I wonder, will this change the Cross City in any way? Like, would it sort of backdate it to the 90s? That would be quite cool to see, but I suppose that would be quite a lot of work, especially for a new studio. But I'm just thinking, surely this might, because you could just go on Creators Club and get a Regional Railways livery 323, no issue. I think we have as well at some point. So I wonder if this will also in some way update the route and maybe add a new, I don't know, maybe the scenarios in some way will be backdated, like a backdated Cross City line to the 90s. I don't know. Well, there's a nice surprise addition to the roadmap. We're great to see Cross City getting some more gameplay. We're also now able to reveal that the UK Loco Pack is a SimTrack Studios product, so I'm guessing that's this one here. We're not done introducing colour, and this time it will be a splash of BR green. We'll be continuing to work with SimTrack to bring their first brand new loco to Train Sim World. Keep an eye out on future updates. So that's 2 UK packs in a row. Will you continue focusing on the UK network, or do you want to stretch your wheels across borders? Our aim was always to provide a variety of content, and that's certainly not limited to any one country. The team is spread geographically, and interests are varied as a result. We plan on making use of these interests to bring a variety of content. I'm sure they can stay on the UK. Do you think any other final cryptic teasers? I think it's safe to say the interview has peaked here. It's time for us to put the kettle on. Well, peaked. Maybe another class 45? Maybe a better 45 in some way. And put the kettle on a steam train. So yeah, maybe they'll, I don't know, peak and kettle. Make something out of that. I mean, kettle, everybody calls steam trains kettles, so it's definitely a steam train in some way. Class 3 to 3 pack coming soon for the regional railways, nice. Xbox crashing and missing entitlements. A couple of weeks back in October, we announced we were finally able to resolve the remaining issues causing certain Xbox systems to crash on the menu upon startup. Additionally, we've also managed to solve some of all the missing entitlements across our different platforms, except for a couple of final ones we're working on resolving currently, which are listed below: Class 700 on Epic Games, Great Western Epic Games, and the 204 on Xbox consoles. We know that these issues have been frustrating for those who were affected during the launch of Train Sim 4, and we want to thank you for your patience while our teams have worked hard and continue to work hard to find solutions. That is a big patch. Let's see. Yeah, so that was about the PlayStation patch we had on Halloween, where then I think for literally every UK route, or most UK routes, it would just crash or just wouldn't load them. So yeah, I think that's basically what they're just addressing there, that it just wasn't great, but they're all good. Whilst we don't actively support PC mods, we also understand how important they are to some of you and your gameplay experiences. Our latest patch was intended to improve the modding ability on Train Sim 4, However, it ended up affecting other core mods instead, so we reverted this change shortly after we rolled it out. We'll be revisiting this improvement in future. As an action, we have gathered a series of unofficial mods that we will use in our testing process for new updates to understand more of the impact that our changes have had on popular community mods. The patches, we don't need that. Future patches, New York Trenton passengers not appearing, Antelope Valley LA Union passenger lighting issues, the OBB Talent 1 indicator light visibility, East Coast Mainline OHLE improvements, the BR182C for warning light and audio, photo mode improvements. Oh hello, winter core update, here we go. Work is continuing on bringing awaited formation design and suspension improvements, as well as a range of updates and mini-HUD accessibility changes taken directly from community feedback. Okay, so formation design we're working, continue work on formation design, and it's coming along well. You can view a preview of the UI and menus from our previous roadmap. Suspension improvements. So the pacer from Just Train's coming out soon. That is going to have the new suspension on it, which will be cool. Mini HUD improvements. Oh, that's brilliant. That's good. Yes. We want to thank all of you for sharing your thoughts on the new HUD UI, adding much more customization to the mini HUD. That's good because you can see the bar here actually is now going to tell you how far away Dresden Mitte is. As before, even if you're going 100 miles an hour, it will just sort of start coming down when you're like a mile off the station. So that's good to see. Oh, brilliant. There we go. You've got platform markers as well on the distance graph, which again is really nice to see improved. Nice. And you can now also put it up to 1, 2 or 4 kilometres. New Colnacken. Whoa, that is busy. New Colnacken timetable. We want to check back in with Joe. Has been upgrading the Colnacken timetable for 20 mile 4. Here's Joe with more. One of the busiest scenes in this timetable, the ice in the centre is heading to the depot. Look at that, the amount of trains there. This new timetable is being added to significantly increase traffic levels and variety across the route's major stations, as well as all new freight services. Playable wise, the services were mostly already represented, but these have been recurated with more accurate timings, stock usage and stopping patterns. The route, however, felt a little quiet at large stations, but there was plenty of opportunities for AI services. You reached out to contact. I reached out to a contact who helped with the Bremen freight information, and they were able to get a full timetable for the freight across this line. The new freight services have realistic stops and timings where freight trains will be stopped to allow faster trains to overtake. And look how busy it is. The freight has made Colnarrenfeld quite a lively place. There's also a couple of short local runs as well as some shunting. Look at that, lovely. There are several new AI services added for the route that will make Aachen and Stolberg feel more connected to the surrounding areas, instead of it just being the RE109. And Durren and Harem have had extra AI services. Then of course Köln, and look at that. And you've got the ICE one there now as well. With the new AI traffic, there is always something going on at Köln, usually multiple trains moving at once. It'll be busy for driving in and out of, as well as great for train spotting. Köln-Hunsaren will be another great place to do some virtual train spotting. Lovely. Right, New York Trenton performance. Apparently there was an update on Halloween, and performance has been improved. Midland Main Line improvements from Skyhook, which is planned route scenery improvements. Snow build-up feature, why was that not a thing before? Improvements to station and route signage, station lighting improvements, HST adjustments and fixes, updated all scenarios and timetables to TSW 4 scoring, and scenario plan AI portal functionality. Why don't they just take the mod off the Train Sim community group, buy it off them, and then it's great. And let's see, Train Sim 3 updates, PC editor. Okay. What we got? Let's create a public Train Sim mod editor documentation spreadsheet. Okay, that's just all about. Oh, these are things people have made. Yes, that's a new route then, isn't it? No, is it? No, photo mode showcase. No, maybe not then. But some cool photos there. That's really cool. There you go. A few fruit pastel dropped into the aisle. Oh wow, that's a bit weird. Well, that's cool. A few little screenshots there they've tucked in, and also some sort of soundtrack, and that's it. Well, that was the Train Some More for November roadmap. Quite a cool one. I think the highlight there probably would be Blackpool Preston. Obviously, Ormskirk coming out soon. Look forward to that. Sort of an Italian, Austrian route, the Bernina Line, and obviously the new partner, Simtrack Studios. Cool. Well, that is going to be it. Do put your thoughts in the comments below. Links can be found in the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. But after that, thanks for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.